afternoon. The boys today have decided we're going to make some fish cakes for their tea tonight, haven't you boys?
Yeah.
Now, fish cakes you can make out of anything really. We thought today we'd make salmon fish cakes just because we happen to have a tin of salmon in the cupboard. Okay, so that's what we're going to do today. So let's go on to list some ingredients. So what you'll need first is you'll need a tin of salmon. You'll need a lemon. You'll need a spring onion. You'll need some parsley. Couple of eggs, though depending on the size of your eggs you only need one. Some cold cooked potatoes. There's equivalent of a couple of big potatoes in there. A couple of slices of bread, white bread. You can add a bit of polenta, although that's optional. And some seasonings, so some salt and some pepper. Okay, so if we move them all to one side for a minute. Oh, nearly lost the lemon. Right, so the first thing we need to do, boys, is one of you needs to mash up our potatoes.
Okay, I'll do that.
You can't see us doing it, or that sees us.
Yeah, that sees us. So you want to move that more that way into the shop there.
So mash up the potatoes a little bit. You made sure that Mum to start them off.
Do you want me to try?
Maybe one of you try first.
They mash very well, but
Do you want me to try?
Maybe break these.
you move over a bit, Benjo, and do it.
Yeah.
What we could do is we could probably grate the potatoes. So we're struggling to mash them, we can grate them. So if we grab the grater, Jaden, let's go get the grater out of the cupboard.
There you go.
Right, well, while we're struggling with the potatoes, if we leave those to one side for a minute. So we've got the salmon, the tin of salmon, I have drained and got rid of the bones. So we'll put the whole tin of salmon goes in. Roll it to one side. And so then your mashed or grated potatoes, which you might not need too much. So if we grate our potatoes. And use a really mushy bit, shall we?
Can't you just break it with your hands? Mash it with your hands?
No, because it won't be fine enough.
Some mashed potato in there. There we go. Some bits of mashed potato. Now these fish cakes today should make 4 decent fish cakes. They're quite filling, so we found, haven't we boys, that just one each is enough, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, it's up to you what you want to serve these with. We tend to serve them with some cheese and parsley sauce and some new potatoes and some veg. But you could go equally as nice with a nice crisp salad. Right, let's see how we get on with that. Right, the next thing we will need is, in fact you could do this, Jaden, while I'm sorting my dirty hands out. You can chop up, we want our spring onion next, so can you finely chop the spring onion into there? Into teeny weeny pieces, as small as you can. Zester, and we're going to do a bit of lemon zest as well. Okay, if you move over so slightly.
That's probably too small.
Do you want me to cut it for you?
Give it over to Ellis. Let's do some. So yeah, the zest of 1 lemon,
Not big.
some tiny little pieces, might go a bit smaller of the onion, Ellis.
Bit smaller.
Yeah, that's why I was doing it really
Nice and
slow,
small.
because I was doing it small.
Oh. Let's see.
Or is it just be one big mouthful of onion?
Yeah. Because I was doing mine tiny. Okay, too small.
Now, if people haven't got parsley, boys, can you think of any other herbs that might go quite well with this?
I think
What other herbs go quite well with fish?
fish, I think. I'm not sure really.
So we're going to put parsley in today. We could probably put a bit of tarragon, might be quite nice. Or you could put a bit of lemon balm,
Oh, yeah,
possibly a tiny bit of dill. I think that might work.
Don't really want to wipe it on the MD.
no, Mum can't eat it like that.
That's all right, you can...
Alright.
Oh yeah, Mum's not having it. She can't eat fish.
Right, the last thing we need in there before the last couple of things
Yeah.
we need in there is, can someone please give it a good season with black pepper.
Okay.
And then salt, you want a pinch. So if you put a little bit in your hand and pinch. Hold your hand out.
Such as seasoning, do you think that's alright?
Yeah. So you want a pinch. Just pinch a bit out. Nice, probably a couple of pinches because you've got quite small fingers.
Yeah, one more. That'll be fine. There you go.
And a small handful of parsley. Ellis, if you want to slice it up,
Salt.
just wash your hands in the sink.
Slice it up or just tear it, will be fine.
No, do it with scissors, nice and fine. You want things to be fine so you don't just get big chunks of bits in your food.
We just put a bit in the right hand. Slightly.
Remember, one last thing to go in is an egg yolk. So just the yolk.
Why did you do that?
It slipped in there. Right.
You can probably fit in the camera. I mean,
Huh?
oh yeah,
There we go. Right, that's all the
so
ingredients in.
This camera's been used. Right now.
Right, next thing we need is, if you grab a spoon, you want to stir it up with a spoon a bit first.
Just a normal mixing spoon, or do you want?
Yeah, no, mixing a spoon will be fine. Yeah.
Yeah, shall I do
You
that?
want to you want to kind of mix and mush it together all at the same time. You can get in with your hands if it's easier.
shall I do it with my hands?
Yeah, do you want to do it with your hands?
Okay.
You want to squash all those nice ingredients together. Is it all squished nicely together?
Let's throw them together. That looks okay.
There we go. Do you think we need any more potato in it, or are we alright? Sometimes at this stage you might find yourself having to add a bit more potato.
Should I add some more?
It's a nice soft. It's one that's a bit softer than the other. Particularly. Right, shall we add in a little bit more potato? There we go, if you want to mush that in. I want to come and do it over here. Right, while Jaden's finishing off mushing everything together, Ellis, if you bring the mixer over, so you can see it, that's it. Right, if you want to sort out the breadcrumbs, so you'll need to crumb up the bread in there. And I'll need about a tablespoon worth of polenta in there as well. That's if you're using polenta. your egg.
There you go. Oh no, it's rolling away.
And a tiny bit of Plenta in there as well, love.
Okay.
Ellis,
I can't.
What
tiny
polenta?
bit of Plenta. About a tablespoon worth, roughly.
Where's the
You
measuring?
don't need to measure it, it's alright, you go and I'll tell you how much.
Isn't that okay?
Is that
Tiny
right?
bit more.
That is, Mum, isn't that okay?
Yeah, that's great. Don't wash your hands for a minute.
Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine. Right, so if you want to blitz all that up, you want to blitz into fine crumbs. Nice and fine. Yeah, that's brilliant. Want to pour it into the bowl, ready to dip our fish cakes into. So we've got one bowl of breadcrumbs. Then we move all the mix and things out of the way. In the other bowl here,
I'm going to do that.
we're going to pop an egg. This is your second egg. You just had the yolk that went into the other one. You want to grab a little fork or something out and just whisk that so it's all mixed together with the egg.
Shall I do it?
Yep, you can see that.
Just a rough mix.
Move it
Next,
that
Okay,
side.
yeah, that's fine. Right, so that is our finished fish cake
Move that
batter, okay?
there. There we go.
So, I think we need to taste just a tiny bit, boys, just to check the seasoning is always quite a good idea. So if you want to take just a teeny weeny bit and just see if we need any more lemon or any more pepper or anything added to it. Tiny bit, Jaden, much smaller. Otherwise you won't have anything left for fish cakes.
It's a tiny bit. It's a tiny bit.
Just need to check to see if you need any more lemon or salt and pepper. What do you think?
That's quite good.
Need any more lemon in it? What do you
That's
think we're
good.
about there?
I think that's
Maybe a
good.
bit more than I can.
You think a tiny bit more lemon? Right, well, if you want a bit more lemon, what we could do is add a bit of lemon juice. So if you pass me a knife. You could add, if you feel as though you haven't got enough zest from your lemon, you could put in just a little tiny squeeze of juice.
Yeah, that should be good.
Like
Probably,
that. So if you
yeah.
want to mix it around, and what we need to do next is you need to make it into fish cakes. Now, there's only 3 of them eating it today, so we're going to make it into 3, so they'll be a bit bigger. But they should really make 4 fish cakes. So if we get our fish cake mixture out, and we divide it all up evenly. There's 1. There's 2. I'll show you when I've done it, Alice. 3.
And then you
Okay.
squish that.
Do a little bit more on each one. Want them to be fairly even. And say we'll make 4, but we're going to make 3 big ones today. Put it over the side there.
There we go.
So that's your fish cakes. So what you'll need to do next, if we get the egg and breadcrumbs ready, is you need to flatten your fish cake ever so slightly. If you wait for me to do the first one, Jaden, then you can come in and help. So you want to do it into like a burger shape. Like that, quite compacted. You want to put it very lightly into the egg, like that. Get off the remainder, and then into the breadcrumbs, like that.
Easy peasy.
So you've got a nice coating.
Really good.
Quite a decent amount of coating on there. Like that, you can do around the edges, and then onto some grease proof. Right,
Shall I do one?
so you've got a chance to do 1 each. So if you take it in your hands and squash it slightly. Be quite gentle with it at this point. You squash it a little more than that, Jaden. A little bit flatter.
So that's an okay fish cake.
Yeah, that's great.
Okay.
So
Oh.
very, very lightly. Let Ellis do it first. Very lightly into the egg. and just hold it to drain some of it off, Ellis. And then into the breadcrumbs.
Should I?
Yeah. You want to do it very carefully into the egg. Doesn't matter if a tiny bit falls off. That's alright. Lift it up a little bit to drain the egg off. And then into the breadcrumbs. Have you got enough breadcrumbs on there? Brilliant.
That's alright.
Yep, great.
Gooey.
I want some help with that, Jaden, because I think yours is falling apart. Wait a minute.
Yeah, mine's falling apart.
Wait a minute then. Oh, what have we done to it now? Doesn't matter if it falls apart, we can just reshape it again. Like that. And we'll just do another lot of breadcrumbs.
I think I put enough egg white as well, I wasn't sticking
That's
it.
all right. So that's our fish cakes ready to be fried later. Right, so now it's time to cook our fish cakes. So I've got a nice warm pan here, fairly hot. I'm going to put a bit of olive oil in, but you could use sunflower oil, coconut oil, anything you like. Yeah. So our fish cakes now have rested nicely. So they're feeling much more solid now, which means hopefully they won't fall apart in the pan. Put them really carefully. There we go. On medium heat, so I'll pop that there. And while those are cooking, I thought we would have new potatoes as well, so I've got minced new potatoes. And I've also made here earlier
Cheese
a
and parsley.
a cheese sauce, which I've just added some fresh parsley into. So I thought that goes nicely with our fish cakes. And we got some carrots and peas too. But it's kind of up to you really. You can, because it would go just as nice with a nice crisp salad, just as nicely as this. Okay, so you want to, once they're frying, you want to check every so often, just tip them over, just check, make sure they're not getting too brown. Okay. And you also want to check to make sure you've got enough oil. So you want them to go nice and golden. Now your fish cakes will generally go more golden if you've added polenta to your breadcrumbs, because the polenta tends to go slightly more crisp. Or they might be slightly more crisp depending on the type of bread you use. So perhaps if you use a bit of old French stick or something like that, it'll probably go more crisp than white sliced bread like we've got today. They normally take about 12 to 15 minutes to cook. You basically need to make sure they're nicely browned on each side and the middle is completely warm. If you're unsure whether the middle is warm, you can stick a skewer or fork in and fill the end of it carefully. And if it feels hot to the touch, then it will be ready.
Okay.
And starting to brown a little bit. All ready. And there we go. So we're going to pop them onto our plates. So we've got some nice minted new potatoes of ours and some carrots and some peas. So we're going to finish off with that. And the other thing, I thought we'd finish off with a piece of lemon on each of them. And also I've made some nice cheese sauce and a bit of parsley, which I'm going to drizzle around it as well. Just because I think that would be a nice compliment. So there you go. So let me know what it's like, boys. So you enjoy them.
That's really good.